Hello, everybody. We're live. This is Teal'c, um, and he's just here for support. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 things I've learned from 10 years of living with social anxiety, and her name is Sarah Martin. This is a article I got off The Mighty. It's an app that I use to get a lot of great information. And when the live's over and I do the description box, I will put the link to that in the description box. So if you're interested, you can check it out. They have articles from anxiety, depression, migraines, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic pain. And the one that we're going over today is about social anxiety. So they cover a lot of topics. And yeah, so that's where I'm getting my information for Wellness Wednesdays. And I do get social anxiety, but only in large. Hi, Laura. He's like a dog. Yes. It's like it's his petting time, I think, because he's like, he doesn't usually get up here like this, but if I do his neck, you just missed it. He was like all leaned back and stuff. He's so silly. His name is Teal'c, by the way. He's our support cat for the day. He'll get tired of me in a minute though and jump down, I'm sure, because he does love the pets though, don't you? Um, so today we're going to talk about social anxiety. Thank you, Laura. I love him. He's very snuggly. Right? Yes, I am petting you. Anyways, so today we're talking about social anxiety, and I got an article off the Mighty. It's an app that has a lot of great information, and I'm going to put that link in the description box when I do the once the live is done and I can do the description box. I will put that link in there, so anybody who's interested can go check it out. Um, so let's start with 10 things I've learned from 10 years of living with social anxiety. Who best to get information like this from than someone who has lived with it, right? I never cared for cats because they don't like to snuggle. Some of them are. I got these guys when they were itty bitty kittens. So I've snuggled with them since they were little babies. So these guys, I've got two. I got two litter mates. They're both black cats. And they both, the other one doesn't snuggle as much as he does. He can't sit still as long, but he does like to snuggle. So I trained him from little ones up. I'm like, I want these because I've had cats and they haven't been very snuggly. But I'm like, I want these guys to be my snuggle kitties. Hi, Frugal Mama. How are you doing today? My cat has made an appearance. He's wanting some love today, I guess, some attention. But we're talking about 10 things I've learned from 10 years of living with social anxiety. And the woman's name who wrote the article is Sarah Martin. So I figure you're working. Okay. Um, so what was I? Oh, Sarah Martin. So she's had social anxiety for 10 years. Hello, Jamie. Welcome, Miss Jamie. How are you? He's gonna have to get down though. He's distracting me. I can't focus and pet the cat at the same time. See how cute. Let me let you down now. You gotta go. Unless you want to sit on the back of the couch, you gotta go. Okay. Distraction over. All right. I'm driving home from laundromat because of, oh, yeah. And I might be in and out. No problem. No problem. I appreciate you being here with me, my best friend, Jamie. Okay, so let's talk about the 10 things that Sarah has learned from living with social anxiety. Because I was saying I don't have it just going to like the store, but if I'm at like a large gathering, I tend to become very withdrawn and kind of like I get quiet, but like I don't do well in large groups, over like 5. If I've got a couple family members, that's okay, but a big party. Yes, Miss Jamie. Hi, Life Unboxed. How are you doing? I just watched your Beach Mask Monday video. Ugh, I wish I was there with you. It was so pretty. I'm in Michigan, so we have I think it's probably 28 today or something. Today I'm talking about social anxiety and just how I'm reading an article and it's how she deals with it and what happens to her. I don't know if anybody here gets it, but gets social anxiety. But like I said, in large groups, big parties, I do, I do tend to withdraw. I'm, I'm the one that's petting the dogs, you know, playing with the kids. I don't know what it is, but large groups. Yes, Michigan is freezing right now. Laura says, I pray. That's excellent, Laura. That's a great way to deal with it. Yeah. Yeah. I okay. So let's go to number 1. Number 1 is my identity is not my social anxiety. Um Coming to terms with social anxiety has changed everything for me. Everyone's experience is unique, of course. Yes. And she says, I've personally found through lots of counseling and healing that so much of my social anxiety was stemmed from a deep self hating insecurity. The first point is crucial to get in order to understand the rest of what I'm about to share. So, you are not your anxiety. I guess trying to find out where it comes from. Yep, Jamie's here. Miss Jamie is here. She said she's gonna be in and out though, because she's driving. She's in the car on her way home. So my identity is not my social anxiety. Um, I agree that you should find out where it came from or why you have it, but I just think that I was not socialized as a child. I mean, we went to family functions, but there weren't a lot big there weren't big huge parties. My family was kind of small. And then when I was younger, I dealt with anxiety attacks. Yep, yep. I know quite a few people who have those. They can be debilitating, right? Right, especially in social situations. I mean, there to me that's the most stressful situation is trying to be in a big party or a big gathering, and I'm just not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I don't think I have the same issues that she does, but I'm just not comfortable. We didn't do that when I was younger, go to big parties or big anything like that. Everything was small, few family members. Yes, no joke for sure. Yeah. Yeah, my sister, she has fibromyalgia, but the more she is unable to do things, the more she's in the house, her anxiety, she normally had it, but her anxiety is very high. It keeps getting worse and worse, and it always depends on the day too. If you have some good sleep, um, if you're taking all your meds. Like today, I took all my medicine at 12 o'clock. So I'm feeling good. Hopefully, I won't be crying for any reason today. Hi, GA girl. I'm every woman. How are you? Thank you so much for passing through. Thank you so much. I love watching your lives too. Yeah, I usually run them on the TV, so I don't comment a lot, but I love you did one about diabetes and one about osteoarthritis, which I'm finding that I have that as well, and I'm starting to deal with disability. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So, Laura says, "Tell yourself I'm comfortable." I love this. I'm so glad you love this, Laura. I try to, but it seems like you know what? The easiest thing to do is to uh, drop back into old habits. It's like the first thing you think of when someone tells you off, you want to get angry and yell. But I'm really good at that now. I don't do that. I calm down. I don't speak. Sometimes I'll even leave the situation. You know what I mean? We have to find ways to cope with our issues, our different issues. So, when I was a young child, my dad was an alcoholic, and when he came home from work, he would beat my mom, and I would try to protect her so that when my yep, yep. My dad was also an alcoholic. If he did, I think he did hit my mom, but it was after I was older and moved out. But it's no matter what, it's debilitating, and abuse is trauma. So, and trauma can change your brain chemistry. I don't know if you knew that. I feel you. I have panic, deal with yeah, yeah. She has panic attacks too. No, I'm saying tell yourself I'm comfortable. I love this. I love this. I love big crowds. Oh, Laura, that's great. You know, I will try that the next time, but usually I just go, because I can do small talk. I learned small talk when I was working at the steel mill for 21 years. Um, are you in my live or Jamie is also I put her channel on here so that number one, so I could see that the live was actually posted. And number two, she said that that would be fine and that we could just, you know, get everybody to come over to my channel. If you can do that. Yeah, you guys are on two different channels. If you can come to Crystal's Real Lady Electrician's channel, um, let's see. Let's see. I'm so sorry. I wish I could see all the comments. I'm missing something here. Yep. Okay. So we got keep each other in prayer chat later. Thank you. I will keep you in prayer for sure. You're in Jamie's. Okay. If you come over to mine, then we can all see everyone's chat because StreamYard doesn't combine the chats for you guys. I see everybody's chat here, but StreamYard doesn't do that for you guys. Yep. Yeah. What is it? Oh, Real Lady Electrician. Real Lady Space Electrician. Let me put it down here so you can see. So you'll know exactly how to type it in. R E A L A. Mhm. Yep, there it is. And you don't have to do uppercase, lowercase is fine. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. So that's my electrician. Yeah, and up here, if you can see my name, I don't know if you guys can see that on your phones or your tablets or wherever you're at, but it's in the lower, to me, left corner. But that's it right there. That's my channel name, and then my name is Crystal. So welcome to everyone who's new. Thank you for coming from Jamie's channel. And let's see. Let's see. So I hope we got the channel situation corrected. Because I'm still going to post it on Jamie's channel as well. I don't have the community tab yet, so I'm hoping to get that here in the next few months. And thank you, Laura. Yes, yes, I am. I'm really an electrician. Right now, I'm on disability, but I am a journeyman electrician in the state of Michigan. And thumbs up. There she is. Yes, I've been an electrician for 22 years because it's 2022. So in August, it'll be 22 years. So, yes. Yes, welcome everybody. Should I pin that at the top of the chat how you have to come to my channel? Do you guys think that would be helpful? Thank you guys. Yeah, it's definitely a male-dominated field, but I'm really good at it and I love it. I do. I love it. So it's killing me a little bit to be off work right now. I'm doing stuff around the house though, when I am not depressed and I can get off the couch, which is it's been a lot better. I don't know if you guys know, it's January for me. I'm doing a video, either a live or a regular video or a short every day, and that has really helped me to feel better, first of all, because it's January in Michigan, so it's dark, it's snowy, it's the seasonal affective. If you already have issues, it just compiles onto them. So the gray, dreary days really, really get to me in January. In February, I start thinking about Valentine's Day. January is my toughest month. Do you guys have a month that's really difficult for you to deal in? I know, like, my dad passed away in the summer, but I seem to be okay in the summer. His birthday's in September. That's when I kind of, you know, start to think about him more around his birthday, and my grandma also around her birthday. So, but January, really, it's the weather, it's the cold, um, and it's after Christmas. There's kind of a letdown. Am I the only one having this? And also today I've had coffee. I'm having more coffee in my super cute mug. See, there's Teal'c right here. Here he is. That's Teal'c there. Oh, okay. Yep, the only thing I watch the news for is, in the morning, our news, Fox News, is very positive. At noon, they start to get all the so and so was shot, so and so was killed. But in the morning, they don't really address that, mostly weather and a lot of like health stuff. So I watch that in the morning, but once noon comes and they start talking about all the shootings and whatnot, I turn it. So Oh, I love Christian music too. I listen to where are you located, Laura? I'm in Michigan and we have a Smile FM. We try to stay in the states that the weather is nice. That keeps us upbeat and happy. But there are days when my husband and I are down, not necessarily depressed, just down a bit. And that's normal. Every once in a while to have a day is normal. It's just that when it becomes debilitating and you can't do your job, like if I don't take my meds, I can't focus. Um, I won't get off the couch, things like that. And they don't listen to the news either. Oh, you listen on Alexa. I don't have Alexa, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Jamie. She keeps dropping my link. She's wonderful. She takes good care of me. But yes, Christian music helps a lot. I love to get in my when I used to work, it would take me 20 minutes. So I would turn it up, and I'm not the best singer, but I would just be belting that stuff out, that worship music, just belting it out. That helps me. But again, like in we were talking about social anxiety. If I take my meds before I go into that type of an environment, I am better. If I don't, though, like I said, I'm the one who's petting the dog and coloring with the kids or whatever they're doing. So, Laura, like I said, maybe you can find something that's more entertainment than news. That's, like I said, that's what I do. And it helps because they talk about, what's good to eat, how to eat healthy. They go on Twitter and they go on and show you funny tweets. And maybe you have something like that you can. Let's see. Amen, Laura says. So, Laura, you are not stupid. There's just got to be somewhere where you can get your good news without the bad. So, I have found that, but it's not very easy. You have to find the channel. That's hard, Crystal. I'm sorry you deal with that. I had 4 brothers and 2 sisters, and they all dealt with depression severely. Yes, mine right now is pretty much under control with meds, but being off work and the time of year is I'm not going to increase my medicine. It's increasing my depression, but I have better coping skills now. Some days I'll just be like, whatever, I'm just going to sit on the couch and watch TV. I do that, or run YouTube and just sit and veg out. But for the most part, it's under control. It's just this time of year really, really affects me, and not working is affecting me more. So watch the news once a week to catch up. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't want to see that every day. I tell you, when it comes on at noon and there's an accident or a wreck or somebody got shot, I turn it right away. I'm like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, turn, or 11 o'clock, whatever time it is they do that. I switch right away. I don't mind the political stuff, but I don't want to see all the depressing what we've been talking about, shots, murders, all that. Hello. We have somebody new in the chat. And not sure. Let's see. Laura, I used to be on antidepressants. I kept praying about it. I'm not taking it anymore. And if I start thinking that I'm getting depressed, I try to switch my thinking. I am focused on something positive. That's great, Laura. I don't believe that I pray all the time. I love Jesus. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that on YouTube, but I do. I pray all the time. Love Jesus, and it helps. It helps so much. It's one of my coping mechanisms. But I don't think I'll ever be able to not be on medicine because I do have a chemical imbalance, and that is from trauma as a child. So, and we just talked about my dad was an alcoholic. My mom was depressed. I don't know if I mentioned that. And just the family was just a bowl full of dysfunction. So, but Laura, that's great. That's great. If you can do that, that's great. And I do, like I said, usually during the year, I'm pretty good. The summer is my favorite. When the sun is out, I get a little bit of vitamin D. I take vitamins now, but it's not the same. I get a little vitamin D and I'm feeling fine. Jamie said, Bella is attached to my hip. Bella's mama. Yay. Life Unboxed loves Jesus too. Hi, Brandy. So good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I think so too. He uses doctors to help us and medicine to help us. And I just pray a lot that he gives my doctors wisdom and guidance to help with my healing. So, yeah. Nobody will ever keep me from talking about Jesus. That's great, Laura. YouTube. I don't think we can get kicked off for that. So, and I don't think you can be demonetized for that. I'm not monetized, but you just never know with YouTube. They're very strange. Right. Laura says they can kick me off. LOL. Agree, Laura, right? Yeah, and he is a huge part of my life and is very positive. Starting to pack up and move. Whoa! Oh, I finally won a giveaway the other day. So excited. All right, Brandy. You're moving in February. I didn't know that. How are you doing with that? Is the moving kind of stressful or starting to pack up? Yes, life. Okay, I am going to go. Okay, so we talked about my identity is not my social anxiety. And number 2, social anxiety can be a symptom of insecurity, low self-esteem, and low self-worth. Now, I agree with that. It's definitely a symptom of insecurity, which I believe that's what I get in large crowds. I feel insecure. I don't feel comfortable. But again, it's not like we're not our diseases. So we can overcome if we're in the right frame of mind, and that's the big thing is the coping mechanisms, our frame of mind. And I tell my family all the time, if you notice me doing these things, please let me know if I'm not if I'm not paying attention and things are just, I'm kind of zoned out and I'm not doing well, please let me know. Um, a little, been waiting to see what daughter was going to do. She finally has a plan, so now we're going to start packing. All right. I hope that when you move that all goes well. Yep, all goes well. It's been good to interact, but I got to go and do a video. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Don't worry about tomorrow, for today has enough trouble. True. True. Oh. Friday, my son graduates from basic training, and now I'm stressing with having to deal with the crowd at his graduation. Yeah. Yeah. Is it going to be outside? Hopefully, if it's in a warm state, it'll probably be outside. I went to my nephew's graduation, and it was a lot of people, but it was outside. This was before COVID, and I do better for some reason outside. If it's a big gathering and it's outside, like an outside wedding, I'm comfortable at. It's like nature makes me comfortable. Oh, indoors. Well, that stinks. It's probably going to be crowded. I would definitely make sure it's in Leonard Wood. Fort Leonard Wood. I'm not sure where that is, but here he comes again. He's very needy today. He doesn't usually do this on my lives. See him. I wish he would just lean all the way back so you guys can see what he does when he gets pet. I see you. I see you so much. Okay. What was I saying? Social anxiety can be a symptom. Yes. And I think that also goes back to number one. Once we figure out what causes it, and then with therapy, I think we can deal with it better, or talking to people, we can deal with it better. Once you know where it comes from. For me, now that may not be the same for everybody. For me, I like to fix things. So once I know what the problem is, like once I know this is where my anxiety comes from, then I can deal with I can try to create a solution for myself. That's my brain. That's how my brain works. So I'm sure everybody is different. I'm going to put you back down. Why don't you? Do you want to get up here on the back of the couch? Oh, he is. He's a lovey. Used to have 4 panic attacks a day. Now maybe 1 every month. Not sure why it's less, but that's great, Brandy. You may have better coping skills now. That's what I say about myself. I definitely have better coping skills, and I was not as when I was younger. And again, our parents, they did the best they knew at that time. So I'm not, my parents I love my parents. So they did the best they knew, but I was not raised with very good coping skills, like again, alcohol. Hey Patricia, is this what I love? He's my snuggly. I've had him since he was a kitten. So yeah, he likes it when I pet his. Let's see if I can get him to do it. So Brandy, it's great that it's less. You probably have better coping skills, I'm sure. Because as we learn and we get older and grow. Oh, you have a black cat too? I have 2 boys. They're both black cats. They were litter mates. He just wants to, if I stop petting him, let's see if he'll leave. See what he's doing with his hand. He's like, pet me, pet me. There he is. You guys see him? He does this all the time. If I start having one, I go outside. And if I'm outside, I go inside, change the environment. Kind of to snap your brain out of wherever it's trying to go. The devil is a liar. He will put all the negatives. Yes, especially when you wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, I do pray a lot then too, because there he goes. Do you see? Yes. But definitely changing your environment, something drastic to draw you out of, bring your brain back. It's all brain. It's all your brain. It's in your brain. So, are you done? Can I put you down now? See the peoples how pretty you are? When my husband died, she is what kept me from doing something stupid. Oh, that is great. So this is my social. He's my what do they call that? My emotional support cat. See how he's snug and he's big. He's real snuggly and big. Um so yeah, I totally yeah, yeah. They're like my family. I'm sure you feel the same way, Patricia, since she helped you through such a rough time. Such a rough time. And black cats get a bad rap, but mine are super sweet. They're both. You see him? Can you guys see him? He is hilarious. Mm. Yeah, he does this every day. My let's see. My oh, I gotta put my glasses back on. That's why I can't see. Hey, buddy, where's my glasses at? They fell. You're gonna have to get down for a second. Can you just go right here? There's room on the couch. Why don't you just lay down on the couch? My chickens are my emotional support. There you go, Brandy. Any animals, they're unconditional love. They don't care if you're in a bad mood. They're still going to be your buddies. They don't care. Patricia, I'm so sorry for your loss, Laura says. Mine is laying on my lap right now. Okay, Patricia, yes. He got down because he will fall asleep on me if I'm on the couch and I'm not moving. I don't sit still very good though. Um just you know, that's just I've always been like that. I'm one of those people that I don't do my knee so bad unless I am very anxious. You know how people shake their knee and like they shake the whole table? Yeah, I have to watch that. Um but I can't remember where I was going with that. Anyway, I love him and I wish I could take him to parties with me. So, parties or large gatherings. Feel trapped sometimes. Hmm. Yep. Do you have any type of social anxiety or is it all just anxiety when you're at home? Did you say, I don't remember if it was you or someone else who said that they were agoraphobic? I should probably write that kind of stuff down. Do you guys think I should do that? Write that down. Okay. But yeah, go ahead, Patricia. If you want to, whatever you'd like to share, go ahead and share in the chat. We're all here to support. And yeah, yeah, depression and anxiety. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can have them both at the same time. People don't think you can. It's possible. I've had it. What it ends up being like for me is I'm unable to focus, but I'm very jittery. And I am like, I can just sit for hours and not realize how long I've been sitting. And then once I come out of it or shake myself awake or whatever, it's been 2 or 3 hours. And that really upsets me since I've been sitting there for so long doing nothing. And that just makes it worse. I pray anyone who has been having issues with mental health, I pray that God touches you with his healing hands. Thank you, Brandy. Amen. Amen, Brandy. Yep. I miss my husband so bad. Yes. Yes, Patricia. Do you have any kids or just your kitty? Cuz I still have my husband, but I can't imagine. I don't know your pain, but I just want you to know that we support you and that we care. We care. And that um the only thing we can do is listen and talk and and if that will help you then I would love that. I would love that. Yes, Laura. Amen. I'm going to go on to number 3. Did I already do number 3? Okay. This is a good one. I can't always control my social anxiety, but I can control my perspective of it. And that we have been talking about quite a bit through our chat. Daughter, but she's not living close to me. Oh, that stinks. That stinks. Well, I'm glad you have your kitty with you. Did you tell us her name? She is a warrior as well. She is a wellness warrior because she is giving you wellness. I love animals, sometimes more than people. I love my family, and you don't choose your family. So I deal with my family, and they they can try you sometimes, but I'm pretty close with my brother and sisters. So, oh, Midnight, that is a beautiful name. My guys are Teal'c and Ronan. They're named after sci-fi characters because myself and my husband love sci-fi. So, yeah, if I can't always control my social anxiety, this I do, but I can control my perspective of it. Like you said, change your perspective. Go outside if you're inside, go inside if you're outside. I can look at it differently. Like, I could get to know these people if I'm in the right frame of mind, because I can do the small talk. I had to learn to do that, though. That was not natural for me. That's something that I did not grow up with. So Brandy says, oh, glasses. Hello. In my last relationship, my fiance passed away from cancer. Oh, Brandy, I'm so sorry about that. It was hard to watch him fade away. He stayed at home on hospice. My dad did that also, stayed on hospice, and his wife took care of him because they live on the other side of the state, and he didn't want to move over here so we could help. So his wife took care of him, but I did see him. He didn't want us to see him like that, but I mean, you can't do that. Either we don't go see him and we feel guilty forever, or we see them like that. And sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and see them where they're at. I mean, if you're not insecure, like my dad had anxiety, I think that just made it worse a little bit. But if he could have had better coping mechanisms, little mechanisms, he did enjoy his time with us, but I could tell too that he was not comfortable. He was like, he wanted to take care of business. He wanted things to be buttoned up, you know. Um, I'm the oldest, and he did talk to me for a little bit about certain things. So um, I'm glad I was there. I'm sure in the hindsight, he's glad. He did pass away, and I believe he's in heaven. So let's see. Nicknamed Snuggler. I also have another one that's black and white. Nicknamed her the Kissing Bandit. Is she a lover? But I believe Brandy says, I believe he's still here spiritually. Our loved ones still watch over us. Yes, I agree, Brandy. I can't see who else is talking, so tell her I'm sorry and I understand. We went through the cancer thing too. Are you in Jamie's chat, Patricia? Let me drop Jamie dropped my link earlier in the chat so you could come over and be in mine. It's real. I'm going to spell it just like you should be able to find it on YouTube. I spilled something on my computer and now that they stick and I'm so mad at myself. Lectrican. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Jamie. Oh no, that's me. It comes up twice because I am on Jamie's channel as well. So, and there's just 2 people in here right now. I can only see my comments, LOL. Okay, Brandy. If you guys are both in Real Lady Electrician's chat, you should be able to see each other because it's just the 2 of you guys now anyways. So anything that you want to talk about, we can talk about. I'm still going over these just for the replay if anybody comes in, because I want to be able to convey to anyone who's seeing this that's not live that we care. that we want them to feel better. There are things they can do to feel better, and that mental health is important. It is important, and it is not in our heads. It is not a joke. It is important. And the stigma that comes with mental health is horrible, I think. And in this space, there is no stigma for any issue. So there you go. You guys are I'm so glad you got to meet each other, Brandy and Patricia. So some great ladies here. Yeah, some great ladies. Okay. Number 4, social anxiety can be improved. And we've talked about how we've each. Hey, James, how are you doing today? I know it's super early where you're at, or early in the morning, I should say. And I did just watch Juvia's Place Mystery Bag. It was so beautiful. So beautiful. James is a beauty YouTuber, and he says he has hooded eyes, but I don't believe him. He does the best eye makeup I've ever seen. Just blends. I'm not much of a blender. I need to be, but it's because I have hooded eyes. We're talking about makeup now. Yes, Brandy. And like you said, he's watching over you, and that's important too. I think we can even sometimes feel them, especially if we're really in need. Oh, you just finished work and it's 3 a.m. So glad you got to jump in. It was tough to We're talking about anxiety, depression, right now, James, and some things that we can do to help with social anxiety. If you have anything you want to talk about, it was tough to handle, but I know he's watching over me and my kids. Yes, Brandy. Yes, I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah, James is with us. He has all that too. Yeah, me too. I'm learning from doing these lives. I'm learning more coping mechanisms, which is excellent for me because like I said, I like to fix things. So I want to fix me, which I know I can't. But the coping mechanisms help me deal better. And I appreciate the all the comments, all the information you guys give to me, all the insight that you have because you're dealing with the same issues. Um, he sends me signs of his presence. That's awesome, Brandy. I'm so glad that you get to, because some people aren't in tune to that stuff. I think when you I used to have a really hard heart. I don't know if you know what that means, but when I came up, I was the oldest girl, but I was a tomboy, and I was encouraged to be a tomboy, to be tough, to not cry, all that. So for until I was in my 40s, I would say I had hardened my heart quite a bit. Um, but let's see, I'm trying to think of when we started going to church. When I really started to have my really personal relationship with Jesus, that's when that's when it started to thaw. That's when I started to become better. That's when I decided to stop swearing, because when I did it, and this isn't for everybody. I know people swear, it doesn't bother me. I stopped doing it because when those words came out of my mouth, it was just negativity. I was just bringing myself negativity. So I stopped doing that. And I'll tell a story and I might say a swear word, but I don't swear at people. I don't want anyone to swear at me either. But let's see. I use Spirit Box so that helps communicate with him. Okay, I've heard of that, Brandy. We have some paranormal interests. Me and Jamie do, and then I don't know if you know, Tiffany wears t-shirts. She has a series that is paranormal where she actually went, and I think they actually used a Spirit Box to show you how they used it. But that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Brandy, I move so I don't feel him here, but I do feel my dad. All right, Patricia, I used to let people overpower me and step all over me, but I'm starting to change that. And I think that that's kind of what that's like life. We have these issues, we have these traumas, we have things that happen to us. And when we can overcome those, that's when we become happy. And we do have almost heaven on earth because I get along much better with my husband now that my heart is open. My family, now that my heart is open. Look at my hair is doing some weird stuff, you guys. Let me put it there. I don't know if it's distracting. Um, but yes, we learn how to overcome those things that make life difficult for us or that we see in ourselves that we want to make better. Some people though, I don't think get to that point where they're just going through life being where they're at and they don't realize there are things they can do to get better. And I know that happens more often than not. So for me, I know the signs when I get overwhelmed, so now I know how to keep myself from going over the edge. That's great, James, because you're pretty young. That's great to be that knowledgeable of yourself and be your age. So, Brandy says, Patricia, he is where you are. That's sweet. I'm highly into it. Kind of need someone to come investigate my house. LOL. Well, if you're in Pittsburgh, we could give Jamie and Tiffany a call and see if they'll come check your house out. I think Tiffany has one of those meters. It's oh, what did she call it? It's the one that goes back and forth like when you're near a spirit it goes higher and when you're not it's lower. So, yeah, that is awesome. I'm in Missouri for now. Okay. Okay, Brandy. When you move in February. EMF meter. Yes, that is it. That is it. If you want, I don't have the link right now, but I can get Tiffany's information to you. I'm pretty sure I have you on Instagram, Brandy, don't I? I can unless you know her channel. Tiffany space wears space. I think it's T dash shirts. T dash shirts. And it's I don't know if she has a playlist, but it's a paranormal if she does a paranormal playlist. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. And like we've been talking about, I choose to believe the positive. Um I don't want to think I know that hell exists. I just don't want to think that my family's there. So, and I would love to have her info. Okay. Hey, Mr. J, how are you doing this morning? Brandy, will send it to you on Instagram. Let me see. Welcome, Mr. J. We're talking about social anxiety, like when you go out and you're by a bunch of people or at a party. Okay. Brandy says, deal. Yeah, I'll send it to you. She's a great channel anyway, and she's funny. So I think you'll really like her. But she does have that series on there, and it's really interesting. So, Mr. J, how are you doing today? Okay, let's go on to, we said social anxiety can be improved with a lot of the coping mechanisms that we've talked about in the chat. Um, it's hard to make friends when you have social anxiety, but it is possible. That is a big deal. Yes. I had to learn small talk. And once you learn the art of small talk, it becomes easier to get to know people. And I had to learn to listen. When I ask a question, I have to listen. Where I'm a fast, my brain goes pretty fast. So sometimes you'll see me lose my thoughts all the time on here. But okay, Brandy, I gotta go. Can't wait till your next live. Love you guys. Hugs to all. Thank you, Brandy. You have a great day. Have a great day. I'm doing good today, Mr. J. When I do the lives, I feel pretty good. Just talking with everybody helps with the anxiety and the depression. And I'm not just sitting on my couch thinking about, I haven't gotten a check in over a month. My company just called me and told me if the doctor doesn't take care of stuff, I could become fired. Yeah, that helps a lot when you're off work. That helps so much. Hang in there, Patricia. Hugs. Thank you, Brandy. I'm so glad you guys got to meet today. I'm so glad. But mostly, Mr. J, aside from the complaining, I'm doing well today. I'm doing well. Have some coffee. I took my meds. Um, I'm not crying. I'm just a little stuffy. I think everybody's stuffy right now, too, right? In the winter. I was watching Mary Catherine's Mask Monday, and she said she was a little stuffy. I think everybody is. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So, yes, so you can make friends. Um, that was the thing that I did. Like I said, I learned to small talk from what I did was, and I knew I had anxiety, is I started saying hi or hello to everybody at work because I had to work with them. So even if they didn't speak to me or anything, I would say hi. Hi. And then it eventually turned into a conversation. So thanks, Brandy. Back at you. All right, Patricia. I'm so excited that you guys met. It's so great. Um, let's see. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about how you can overcome and make friends. So, and I did have to learn to listen. I did have to learn to listen. I was one of those annoying people that would interrupt, and I know that. So, if I find myself doing that, like I said, it's easy to slide into old habits. I need to get my oil changed, but we'll keep listening. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that so much. Mm, okay, he's back. Are you going to go back there and not be on me? Okay, no. What I want to do is write down real quick that I need to send Tiffany's information. Brandy Tiff's info. Okay. Okay. And I said, thank you, Patricia, for keeping me running. I appreciate it. Um, so let's talk about that. She says, having deep insecurities about myself on top of having social anxiety I was not only fearful of forming relationships, she didn't think she deserved them as well. What it took to finally change that was a group of golden hearted individuals who saw the worth in me and wouldn't let me stay isolated. And that is our YouTube community. It is. Things will work out, Crystal. I'll send you good vibes. Thank you, Mr. J. I appreciate that. I know they will. Just got to get through, just got to get through them. And I understand where they're coming from, but I started to get angry and I was just like, I will let you know what I find out. I don't what do they want me to say? I mean, it's the doctor. I can't, I'm going to go up there. I already physically went up there once. Now I'm going to have to do it again to get them to take care of their business because it's just ridiculous. And you know what it is? Okay, go on up there. It's a clinic. It's a clinic where they do, broken bones, and I went for my knees. And the clinic type setting, I think, just doesn't work for me at this time because things get lost too easy. Things get lost too easy. Okay. She says, when it comes to having social anxiety and making friends, working through the anxiety is important. But what was equally important in my case was breaking down the barriers of low self-esteem and insecurity that were blocking those friendships from forming. And I agree with all that. Once I was able, no, she's messing with my, somebody said to name him Thoroughgood. What do you think? I thought Wendell, but Thoroughgood is very, very hoity-toity. I'm thinking of naming him Thoroughgood. Having a support system is invaluable. And that is what we have here. We have a support system. We have a great YouTube community. I would really love to expand our community. I'm not really sure how to do that, but I don't see why all of YouTube can't be as kind and generous as all the ladies in this community that we're in, this smaller community. Um, and Yeah, I wish we all could just be like this. So, having a great support system. I feel like I do have a great support system. My family, my friends, YouTube, Miss Jamie, she's great support. She listens to all the stuff I say. I had to call the pharmacy 3 times to get my prescriptions filled, but can't get through. Right. It's like I don't understand why the phone's always busy. Well, I guess it's because a lot of people call, but no. But yeah, it's hard to get through. That's why I think I'm gonna have to physically go up there, And then I think the front desk is temps because I always get sent to somebody who doesn't know what's going on either. So let's see. Number 7, having social anxiety does not mean you are a broken person. There are days you'll beat yourself up inside for avoiding another social event. You'll feel like hiding forever. Now, I try not to avoid them. I like to hit them head on and work through it. Um, I'm going to put him back where he goes. So Thoroughgood, what do you think, Thoroughgood? And get his beard down here. He's so cute. Blessed GMP Pat, she made that for me. What happened? Home. Now I lost it. All right, let's see if I can find it. No, I cannot. So let's see. It's almost let's see, we start at 1:30. We'll finish at 3. But yeah, Mr. J, I know that they're busy, but some of us, we count on those things, especially if it's a pain medicine. um, at the pharmacy. I don't need to know what you were getting, but we need that stuff. I need them to fill out these. I don't give the papers to the doctor because, well, you guys have so much free time. You can fill. No, I do that so I can get paid. You know what I mean? It's like, because one time I had to deal with the insurance lady, and oh, she was just angry. Hi, Joy. How are you doing today? We're talking about social anxiety. I lost the article. It was on the Mighty. Um, but it was an interesting article. If you want to rewatch or not, it's up to you. But yeah, I should have saved it because I hit a button and lost it. And now I can't find it. Yes, I think a lot of people have that. We were talking about ways to deal with it, cope with it. Um, and what I was saying was and you probably agree with me, Joy. I think I probably heard you say that. I'm at a party and I'm the one who's petting the dog or playing with the kids. I enjoy children better than adults because they don't have any preconceived notions about you. You know, they don't say, "Oh, you might get a you're fat" comment, but okay. From the mean kid, but the rest of the kids are like, you know, they're just glad an adult is coloring with them, basically. So, yeah, that's me, and I think I've heard you say that before too. You're petting the dog or something. I think there's a few of us here on YouTube that feel that way. And so I just say, Crystal, when I know I'm going into a situation like that, I don't like to go alone if it's for work or something. Oh my gosh, if I have to go alone, oh my gosh, sometimes I just don't go. If my husband won't go with me, I like to put my headphones on and ignore people. Oh, mm, yes. Yeah. If I am if I'm just walking somewhere and I pass people, like I'll just pretend like I don't see them. Yeah. Do you remember when we actually had radios on our phones, FM tuners in our cell phones. I used to listen to when I was walking into work, I would listen to my positive Christian music, and then I would just, maybe nod at people, but I wouldn't have a conversation. I would not. So, oh, let's see. What was I don't remember where I was at. No, I lost my article. I need to quit saying that. So let's talk about social anxiety. What is social anxiety? It is when you're in a place with other people, a store, a concert, any of those things where you're out in public and you are anxious. The severity is having a panic attack. That happens to some people. And that is debilitating. Basically, you're just basically frozen. So you avoid social situations, and then that makes it worse, right? Or you get there and you think you're fine, and then you have the panic attack. So I try to, what do I do? Well, first of all, I have to make sure I take my medicine for sure. I need to get a really good night's sleep. Now that I'm older, I'm noticing how important sleep is. I always knew it was important, but to my mental health, sleep is very important. If I don't sleep well, like the other day I didn't, so my brain was kind of foggy. I still took my meds, but I spent most of the day on the couch. And so that is important for me to deal with a social situation. I can do it. It's just if I don't have to, if there's a reason not to go to, it's not a family. A family I'm fine with. When there's a lot of family there, though, and everybody's talking, I get quiet and I just listen. That's why I take naps, so I'm not mean to people. Yes, Joy. That's why my husband takes naps. Yes, he's much nicer when he gets a good nap. Yeah. Sleep is important. I mean, it heals us. It's lets our brains reset if we get enough of it, and it's good restful sleep. Yeah. Yep, I agree. Oh, I'm looking for my water. Okay. Um, let's see. I am going to put the link for the Mighty in the description when we get done with the live. I'm going to put it in there. It's an app and a website where they have articles on everything from anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic pain, migraines. They cover the gamut of mental health, because those chronic pain issues or chronic pain can cause anxiety and depression in different ways. So I end up being mean to people when I get anxiety, and I'm made to talk to people. Yes. I don't want to be forced to talk to anybody, especially if they're suspect. You know what I mean? If I'm getting a bad vibe from them, I don't want to talk to them. And I don't think I can be nice to them. Yeah. Because if I don't like somebody, I can't just be like, oh, you know, everything's great. I can't, I have too much sarcasm in my genes because it just comes out, just comes out. So I can be mean. I do my best not to, though. I used to be real mean when I was younger. Real sarcastic and snippy. hmm let's see. So that's pretty much all I have about social anxiety since I did lose the article. Lesson learned. Um, but if there's anything else that we can talk about mental health today, I would love to hear your comments, and we can talk about some more stuff. Um, Anxiety, depression, anything you want to. And I know sometimes just getting it out in the chat can help you feel better, because I always feel better when I finish the live because I'm the one yakking and I can get all my stuff out. Everybody saying hi. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. Um, Let's see. I was just doing a little bit of skincare while we were here. Let me look something else up. I've got to because I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling depressed. I'm not feeling anxious right now. Um, isn't that funny? When I feel good, I'm boring. Right. I guess it's better to be boring than freaking out. Thank you, Frugal Mama. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, here's a new article. When anxiety presents as anger, not fear. And the writer is Heidi, Heidi. I said I'm going to put the link for the Mighty in the description box when I get done here. It's an excellent website, or you can use an app. They have an app, but you can just go to the website and read the articles where people will send in articles, and they post them, and you get other people's perspectives about their wellness, how they got through what they got through, all that information. So I'm going to put these on my head. Please don't let me forget they're on my head. I have done that before. Let's see. I've been anxious for as long as I can remember, she says. I grew from an awkward and anxious child to an awkward and anxious adult, right? Yes, I've been there. As a teenager, I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. Now, they do that more often now. When I was younger, I'm 52. So when was I a teenager? In the 80s. I was a teenager in the 80s. I was in high school. It was not, people were not diagnosed with ADHD or anxiety and depression. Joy says, I've been stressed out since the accident, but I'm getting better day by day. And that's really all you can, I mean, you got to take it day by day because that was a huge, huge thing, Joy. We totally understand when you need to take time, you take time. If you're feeling good and you do a video, then we're here to support for that as well. But yeah, that was a huge deal. And I know I was praying for you. I know everybody was praying for you, and we all love you, and I'm so glad that you are still here on YouTube with us, that it's you're still here. You are never boring, Mr. J said. Thank you, Mr. J. Thank you. Sometimes I rewatch my videos and I'm like, Crystal, you're boring. Um, Enjoy. I'm glad you're getting better day by day because that's all we can ask of ourselves, right? That's all we can ask of ourselves, or it's going to drive us even more to depression and anxiety. So, but I'm glad you're in our live today, Joy. I'm so glad you're here. Um, let's see. Oh, what I was talking about when I was younger in the 80s, you didn't get diagnosed with anxiety and depression. Actually, you didn't go to a therapist because then you were a crazy person. And I'm like, now I'm a crazy person, but I don't care if anybody thinks I'm crazy. I don't. I don't know why it was such a big deal when I was younger. I appreciate that. Joy says, I've been making time to video. I need it for my mental health. Yes. I agree with you, Joy. It's this live helps me, and I've been doing January. I don't know, you may not be aware, but I've been trying to do a video of some type every day, a live or doing a video or a short, something like that. And I noticed, and it's just because I'm off work. If I was working, I would not have time to do this. I noticed that I am feeling better daily, feeling better. You know, you're posting tonight at 5. All right, we'll look out for that. I've been trying to go by my notifications actually because I was talking. We have a group in Leanna Dalton. She knows so much about YouTube. She is a genius. A genius, I'm telling you. If you watch a video in the first 2 hours that it's out, it's really, really good for that video. It helps push it out to the YouTube algorithm. So I started watching my notifications. And if I can't watch it at that time, I'll still run it and put a like so that you can still get pushed out there quicker. I didn't know that. She told me about that. She's really great. She is really great with the information. about YouTube. She gets it, where I don't really understand that algorithm stuff. Even though I'm good with computers, I still don't like YouTube doesn't make any sense to me. If you tell a computer that this is what things should be, the computer usually does what you tell it. So I think it's the programmers on YouTube that are screwing stuff up. So, hi, Melanie. How are you doing? We're talking about anxiety today, social anxiety. Yeah, Joy, I do that too because there's too much stigma, too much stigma. And like I said, when I was a teenager, you weren't allowed to be anxious or depressed. You weren't allowed to be any of those things. You weren't allowed to be sad. You weren't allowed to be, and the kids that were out of control were bad kids, not ADHD. They were just bad kids. You know what I mean? And a lot of people got labeled as bad kids when they probably had mental health issues. So we're all a little crazy. It helps when you're dealing with the stuff going on around you. I agree, Mr. J. And it makes people interesting. It makes people interesting. I would rather talk to someone who's been through some stuff than someone who's perfect and always happy. And you know what I mean? Because, first of all, they're more interesting. And if I'm a person who likes to learn things, I love to absorb other people's knowledge. And someone who doesn't have any issues and is perfect, I really don't have anything in common with. You know what I mean? I'm not learning anything from them. Their perspective is very one or two-dimensional. I don't know what you would say. So, Jamie says, I'm so sorry. I've been listening, but I had to fold before it wrinkled. You're fine, Jamie. I knew you were here. She's here the whole time with us. Melanie says, I'm working on my YouTube channel. I've been in my own depression for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I know you're getting into it though. I've seen that you your posts on Instagram, you're talking about YouTube. I have to make sure I'm subscribed. I don't know if I got any notifications for your channel yet. Have you put up any videos yet recently, Melanie? I'm going to do that. I'm going to write it down and make sure that I double check after we get done that I have I know I'm subscribed to you. I'm following you on Instagram, but I don't know about on YouTube. Melanie. MUA. Subscribed. Because I've been trying to go by my notifications. When I get a notification, I try to either run a video or watch a video. Hey, at least you fold. My clothes stay in the laundry. I have a basket full of wrinkled clothes too, Joy. I try, and then once they get wrinkled though, I kind of give up. Like if they've been in the dryer for a couple days, I don't if I get them right out when they're warm, I'll fold them and hang them up and stuff if I'm feeling it. But if they get wrinkled, I just kind of leave them in the basket and take stuff out as I need it. I'm bad like that. I'm bad. Thank you, Jamie. So yeah, Melanie, it can be a lot too on YouTube. But you have had your own depression for a couple weeks. Last video I put up was 3 weeks ago. Okay, I'll look for that. So you've been kind of feeling down for the last few weeks. Oh, I remember you had some phone issues. That's right. And I saw your post that you got a new one and that you were going to start working on your YouTube. So, is that what made you depressed? Because it's like it's become part of our like it's like if I don't have my phone, I feel like I've left part of me somewhere. So, and that I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, to be that attached to a device, it has everything on it. It has my contacts, my YouTube, my Instagram, my email. It has everything on it. So, hello, Mr. Ronan is here, just staring at me. Let's see. I'm good at folding. I'm bad at putting away. I will fold and leave it in the basket, then live out of the basket. Yeah, I just leave the wrinkly clothes in the basket. I'll definitely double check, Melanie, make sure my notifications are on and that I'm still subscribed to you. So I don't think I've had a notification in several weeks, and that's probably why. Come on, Mr. Big. He's bigger. Ronan is bigger. I'm too lazy to fold, and I never cared about fashion, and wrinkles are okay with me. I mostly have t-shirts, yoga pants, and some jeans. So my nose is itching. Um, so yeah, I try not to wear. Well, you see my t-shirt. My dog. Oh, have you guys seen this one? My dog gets me. I have 2 puppies too. My dog gets me. I need one too that says my cat gets me. Are you trying to get up on me? You should not do that because you have yuck yuck on you. Are you trying to get up here? You want to get up there? Go ahead. I should quit talking to my cat. So sometimes I feel like folding. I try to do laundry when I am in the mood, just like videotape, making videos. If I'm in the mood to do laundry, I will fold and put away. If I would say I probably can do a couple loads like that. And then when like I said, I get a bag full or a laundry basket full that I don't put away that just wrinkles, then I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Say hi to the peoples. There he is. Okay. My hair is doing weird stuff today. Tomorrow we will be on me and Jamie will be having heart to heart with face art. And I'm not sure what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be doing something. We haven't discussed it yet. So Bonnie died my bird. I'm not sure why, but she did. So I got Clyde 3 new friends. Oh, you got 3 more birds? I know you love that bird. That's too bad. Because I remember in the background they would chirp and stuff. And I think it's cute. I don't know if you said, I think some people might have complained about the bird. I think they're cute. And like my dog will bark and it drives me crazy, but I try not to have him bark. But the birds are cute when they're just tweeting or like when Tiffany's bird is just talking, it's just funny. Oh no. Are you going to name one Bonnie? Jamie's asking. Clyde has 3 new friends, so he's got a gang, right? Frugal Mama says, sorry to hear that. Yeah. When a pet dies, it can be very, very difficult. You know, I don't have any actual children, so I get very attached to my pets. I have a stepdaughter, so I'm attached to her too. But as far as in my home, I have my pets. So yeah, I moved them. I don't think no one complained. And if they did, yeah. But I got tired of them being so loud when I was recording. Yeah, but they're cute. They're cute. And right, if they did complain, whatever. I agree. I have to tell you that are you guys getting we're in this live, I don't get a lot of it. I think we had one earlier, but the bots in the slumber party live and on Thursdays when we do our heart to heart with face art, we're getting a lot of the bots in there. Does anyone know anything about the bots? All I know is I'm supposed to remove them. That's all I know about it. Since we're almost to the end and people probably won't watch this far in the replay, let's just talk about whatever we want. So, And how is Clyde? Is he liking his new friends? My mom always had birds, the ones with the circles on their cheeks, so I'm used to hearing birds. I like birds, so I like in the summertime, I'll go out in my yard and you'll just hear them. I've never owned one, so, but I know Joy loves her birds. I'm panning my moisturizer right now. Let's see. I'll go back to that article I was reading just in case. We got just 10 minutes left. So, no more Bonnies. I don't like to reuse names. Okay, I got a green bird that's green. Named him Barney. Got a blue one named her Betty. And the other yellow one named that one Bumblebee. Oh, that's cute. I was wondering about that with pets. I've never renamed a pet the same name of a pet I had before. Um, so is that a thing? Do people do that a lot? I guess you could do junior, like you could add a junior to it or something like that. But yeah, we normally try to find different names for different pets. They all have kind of their own little personalities too, don't they? When you get to know them. Because I don't remember how long we had our cats before we actually named them. I did have a guinea pig when I was a teenager and let the window open. Oh no, Jamie. I bet you were so sad. So sad. Me neither. Like these guys have different personalities, you know. Um yeah, we try to name them from their personalities. So I would say we had them for I would say a month, and then we decided on names. We knew that one was definitely bigger, one was like the runt, and one was a little bigger. And we decided to name them Teal'c and Ronan, our favorite sci-fi people. That's a valid question, Jamie. We're just chatting kind of free flow right now. I am going to be going to Frugal Mamas and Busy Mamas Live. I usually mention that because Wednesdays they're on at 4. And I love talking to those ladies. They're so smart. They know a lot about YouTube and live streaming, and they do all kinds of cool stuff with the Nightbot and the Streamlabs, I think it is. They do all kinds of cool stuff. Like you can see how many times you've been in the live, and I can't remember all the stuff, all the things. I can't remember all the things, but a lot of stuff in their lives. So definitely check them out if you guys aren't busy at 4. They always have a good topic. They're usually upbeat, sometimes serious, but it's always a good topic, whatever it's about. I know I've seen Joy over there. I may have seen Mr. J too. I don't know. We kind of, the live stream people kind of just go to everybody's live stream, Let's see. Well, it's almost 3, and so I think I'm gonna wrap everything up. Um, if you guys have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments. And if you have any ideas for topics that you'd like to discuss, that would be great. Yes, Jamie, I learned a lot from the mamas too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and if you're rewatching this and you got this far, thank you. I appreciate that so much. If you know anybody who needs something like this to watch, go ahead and share me out. That would be wonderful. And let's see. I think that's it. I think we're just going to wrap it up and say bye. So, bye, everybody. Thank you, Jamie. You're so sweet. I appreciate you and all your help today. I appreciate that, Jamie. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.